All right, let's jump right in. If you're a builder, someone who makes apps, websites, anything really, you know that pit in your stomach feeling, the fear that after all those long nights, you'll launch to absolute silence. It's the classic builder's dilemma, isn't it? Pouring your soul into a project only to find out that, well, nobody cares. Today, we're going to unpack a system designed to make sure that never happens again. So this quote, every single one flopped, that comes from a solo developer, a woman named Sarah. Picture this, it's early 2024, and she's just launched her third project. I mean, she'd spent months on each one, absolutely convinced she was building the next big thing. But every single time, the result was exactly the same. And this really gets to the heart of the problem. It wasn't because she couldn't code or because she wasn't putting in the work. Sarah was a fantastic builder. The real issue? All of her ideas were just guesses. You know how it goes. You browse a few forums, ask a couple of friends, and you build this whole story in your head. Oh yeah, people are gonna love this. But just guessing like that, it's pretty much a one-way ticket to disappointment. So this brings us to what I like to call the guesswork trap. It's this vicious cycle that so many of us fall into. You get an idea, you fall completely in love with it, you lock yourself away and build it, and then you just cross your fingers and hope people find it. But let's be real, hope is not a business strategy. And yeah, this is the painful part. Launch day comes, you hit that big green button, you're refreshing your analytics every 5 minutes, and nothing. Just the sound of digital crickets. It's so frustrating, right? It's demoralizing. It's honestly why most people just give up. And Sarah, she was right there. She was ready to throw in the towel. But then something clicked. She had a huge shift in her whole approach. And that moment led her to what we're calling the validation shift. It's a total game changer. See, instead of starting with her own idea, she decided to start with proven demand. This one little change completely flipped her entire process on its head, and it changed absolutely everything for her. This quote right here became her new mantra. And this is the core idea, so listen up. The market is already screaming at you, telling you exactly what it wants every single day through billions of Google searches. The secret isn't to try and create demand out of thin air. No. It's to find the demand that's already there and just fill the solution for it. So think about it like this. The old way is a total gamble. You're basically pushing a product out into the world and just hoping a market for it exists. But the new way? It's a calculated move. You're pulling in an audience that you know is out there because the data told you so. The difference between pushing and pulling? Well, it's night and day. So what was the actual result of this big shift for Sarah? Well, get this. After she validated and built just 4 simple little tools, she was pulling in over $14,000 a month. And it wasn't from one giant swing for the fences home run. Nope. It was from a portfolio of small, smart bets, each one built on a foundation of proven demand. Now, it's easy to look at that and think, wow, she got lucky. But it wasn't luck. It was a system, a repeatable process that systematically removes all the guesswork and replaces it with cold, hard data. And that's exactly what we're going to break down right now, the system you can use to do the exact same thing. Okay, so it all kicks off with having the right data. Before you even think about writing a single line of code, you're looking at these key metrics. You've got monthly search volume, pretty simple. Are people actually searching for this thing? Then there's SEO difficulty. How hard is it going to be to actually show up on Google? And then you've got stuff like build difficulty and AI friendliness, which basically tell you how fast you can get this thing built. This whole process is how you de-risk your idea from the very start. And once you've got that data, the process becomes ridiculously simple. I mean, it's just 3 steps. Step 1, you pick an idea that the numbers say is a winner. Step 2, you fire up an AI and generate the core prompts to get it built fast. And step 3, you build it, launch it, and start attracting that audience that you already know is out there waiting for you. And what's so powerful about this is how AI just supercharges the whole thing. We're not just talking about using it to write code here. You're generating prompts for the UI design, for what features to add next, for the sales copy on your landing page. Heck, even for your SEO strategy. It's not just a coding assistant, it's a complete system for building and launching. All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work? Let's get into the proof. We're going to look at a few real-world examples of super simple tools that were built using this exact validation system. First up, we've got something for a super specific niche. A name generator for Dungeons and Dragons players. I know, it sounds almost silly, right? Like, who would build that? But trust me, the data tells a very different story. Yeah, 33,750. That is the number of people searching for a D&D name generator every single month. That's insane. And when you see that the SEO difficulty is extremely easy, well, that's the holy grail right there. High demand, super low competition. It's a perfect opportunity. Okay, let's look at another one. This time, it's a chronological age calculator. A little tool that tells you your exact age in years, months, and days. Again, we are not talking about revolutionary tech here. It's just a basic calculator. But more than 38,000 people are searching for that exact tool every month. This is the perfect example that you do not need some crazy, complex, world-changing idea. You just need to solve a simple problem that a lot of people are already trying to solve. And just to show you this works across the board, let's jump into a totally different niche, personal finance. Ever heard of a Coast Fire calculator? It's a pretty specific tool that helps people in the FIRE community figure out when they've saved enough for retirement. It's a niche tool for a very, very passionate audience. So not only are more than 14,000 people searching for this every month, but look at this. The trend is up almost 70%. That means you're not just tapping into an existing audience, you're riding a wave. You're tapping into a growing market. And that, my friends, is an incredibly powerful signal. Okay, so you've done it. You built a tool, you've got traffic coming in. Now for the million-dollar question, right? How do you actually make money with this thing? Well, the good news is there are a ton of different ways to do it. I mean, there are just so many pathways to profit here. You could offer a free version with a premium upgrade, the classic freemium model. You could sell the tool directly on a marketplace like Gumroad. You could add affiliate links for related products. If you get a lot of traffic, just slapping some display ads on there can bring in some nice passive income. Or you could even build a few of these tools and sell them as a whole suite. The point is, you have a ton of options. But one of the most interesting strategies, and one you might not have thought of, is called flipping. The idea is simple. You build the tool, you get traffic and revenue going for about 3 to 6 months, and then you sell the whole thing on a marketplace like Flippa. You can often sell it for 2 to 4 times its annual revenue. Seriously, it's just like flipping a house, but for websites and apps. So let's just wrap our heads around this. The hardest parts are already done for you. The validation work is done. The AI prompts are ready to go. And most importantly, the market. The people with the problem, they're out there searching for a solution right now. All the biggest hurdles are already gone. And that's really the big question I want to leave you with. It's time to stop asking, what's a cool idea I could build? Instead, start asking, what are people already searching for that I could build for them? Because the answer to that question, that's where you're going to find the projects that actually work. The ones that are sustainable, profitable, and built on a foundation of real demand.